We're now a couple of days out from the WRC season opener at Rallye Monte Carlo. So what I want to do for the video today is just talk about some of the stories that we might have missed about the season opener. And I want to start off by talking about the person who finished 5th. Gus Greensmith. If he hadn't have had technical issues with the engine over the course of Saturday, he full well could have gotten his first podium at the Monte. And that's really weird for me, because in my preseason predictions I said him and Formo would both get podiums, and I said that Greensmith would get his first stage win. I didn't expect it to happen at stage 7 of 2022. But he says that he believes himself Formo should have had more stage wins last season. If you see the kind of performances that they were doing this rally, and until he crashed out, Formo was actually level with Loeb at the splits. There's reason to believe that they were performing better than the underdeveloped and undertested and underpracticed Fiesta was last season. But then it shows that M Sport have made a worthy sacrifice, given that you've got 3 of their cars in the top 5. Of course, I said I'd talk about Formo's accident. I'll probably do that in the next couple of days. What I'll say right now is he still shows the potential. But what I'll also say is he needs to be able to, in his performances, he needs to be able to show when to not give that 100% or that 110%. Because what Craig Breen did was, for the first day and a half, give what he believed was 70 or 80%. And even then, he just tried to bring it home at the end of the day. He knew that the Sebs up front, they weren't going to be competing for the title. So he brought it home in a bit of a no man's land, but got a podium. And although Kalle took the lead of the full-timers with power stage points, Craig Breen is in a brilliant position for Rally Sweden. It reminds me a bit of Teemu Sunninen last year, who was leading the first stage of the championship until that mammoth crash right in the final sector. I think another thing that we should talk about is WRC 2. In particular, a second win at the Monte in a row in class for Andreas Mikkelsen. In fact, it's a third win in that class since 2017, I believe. In 2017 he showed up in a Skoda in that classic 130 RS livery. Then he won the class as well last year, I believe, so it was 3 times, twice in a row. It's brilliant to see Eric Kai, I think it is, all the way up the top. Second place in WRC 2. And so the stage was said to be a bit like the Bahrain Rally, but it's good to see him there. The same for Nikolai Greisen, coming home 3rd, having ended the second stage, having entered the stage over the top of the Calder Turini, with the rear of the car on fire. It's a really cool rally to have really looked through the entirety of. We had Rally GTs here, and while Francois Delacour was well known around the rally for the way that for the car that he chose for making the pace notes in the recce's, he showed up in an extravagant kind of sports car. It was again Alpine domination. Top 3 in Rally GT were all Alpines. It was Rafael Astia and then Emmanuel Guijou. I'm definitely butchering that. And then Delacour in that top 3 lockout for Alpine, which shows that they very much have this Rally GT category down to a T. In fact, I believe that it 5th in class was the highest non-Alpine, and that was in Arbath. But outside of all of this, we could just look at the people who didn't make it to the end. For example, Oliver Solberg, who pulled out on medical reasons because of fumes entering the I-20 and Rally 1. And if that is a problem that Hyundai are having, that's a pretty dire issue. I understand that Neville was critical of Solberg stopping on the last day, but for me, he should have stopped sooner. When they found out that there were exhaust fumes and fuel fumes coming into the car, that's when they should have stopped it. But I guess that's really just my opinion, isn't it? Overall, this is a brilliant way to open the season. Not only do we have the historic 80th win for Sebastian Loeb, 8th Monte Carlo, a first woman to win a WRC event since Fabrizio Pons in 1997, Isabel Galmiche, and Fabrizio Pons alongside Piero Liatti, I believe that was the opener of the World Rally Car era for Subaru. Well, in general as well. 25 years, almost to the day. 25 years and a day from Pons winning alongside Liatti. And then we have Galmiche winning alongside Loeb. I'm looking forward to seeing how Sweden pans out. And with speculation now that Loeb and Ogier will next be doing battle in the Safari Rally, though of course Ogier might make some appearances before then, I'm really excited to see what this season could bring. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.